that tablet is in Tower of Goddess. And the fact that it's in Tower of Goddess means maybe we should try some activations on there too. I don't know. But that was some of my working theories so far. Hey, thanks, Plains Walter. How are you doing today? You in I think there's like a Zooter tournament happening right now. Are you involved in that at all? Then again, when isn't a Zooter tournament happening? Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about right here. Those arrows pointing down next to the gate. I think that has to... I haven't played Zooter recently. But doing all right. Well, that's good to hear. Some stale loaves. Village of Departure. And now we know that has quite a deeper meaning. Yeah, we're gonna just find all of the stones here again. Where the mother's wishes are granted. Not a hold on, not a hold on. I'd really like to make some big progress today. Because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow. Probably going to stream on Sunday. But after Sunday next week is I don't anticipate being able to stream most days this coming week. So I'd really like to get a breakthrough today. I'd really like to get a breakthrough today. And then like tomorrow, like Sunday, if not also tomorrow, we capitalize on that breakthrough and we get a lot of stuff done. But it would just be a little bit demoralizing, although it might happen and we'll deal with it. It'd be a little bit demoralizing if like we go into the next play session with like in the same spot where we just don't know what progress is and we're just hunting again. I don't mind. This puzzle, I don't know how complicated this puzzle we're currently working on is. But what if it's the place where Futo points and Anunnaki refuses to gaze upon? What if it's that level of puzzle? I can only hope. That's my favorite. I mean, I was relieved and frustrated when I finally found a solution, but it was a magnificent feeling. It was a magnificent feeling finally solving what's probably the hardest puzzle in La-Mulana. After at least 2 streams of not doing anything. Here's this one. Okay, this is it. A flying hunk of iron, a machine created by the 6th child, will begin to move and now holds the golden key in hand. A flying hunk of iron. Well, unfortunately, there's no images on there. Hoping maybe it'd be an image hint. I'm just not sure what the sixth child created. This is a door here. This is anterior chamber. I should really be looking at all the room names. I just feel like we've done everything in Chamber of Birth. Plus the fact that like it's hard to say whether this is like a true full ruin puzzle, like place where Anunnaki refuses to gaze. But the fact that Zelpud mentions that there's a mural of the machine in Gate of Guidance makes it kind of feel like you do have to go to a lot of places to hunt down the solution. I mean, this looks like a flying hunk of iron. Could very well be in that top spot, though. I really want to get in this max suspicion. But here's the thing, this area has to be inaccessible until you have access to a lot of stuff, I would feel. So it makes me think, well, maybe I'm supposed to have maybe it's unlocked with a certain item, a certain sub-weapon. But I've been given no hint about the mystery of the surface. I've yet to be in that room west of me, ever. And that room, one step farther to the left, is just like a big is a place that you do have access to, but it's just like a big rock underneath you. Gazing Hill. I haven't read those signs there in ages. I think it just says there's like a waterfall ahead, so be careful. Yeah, like here, like there could be. This is still Gazing Hill. Okay. Something in the background there. Sound Canyon. Nice. My high score was 69, so you're doing a lot better than me. I mean, you can jump in the call and ask them. I'm sure they'd be happy to commiserate about the game. It's like in this section right here. This section right here also has a down. And it's got to be, do you see like, I mean, it has to be there. I want to spend some time there. Directly underneath, there's like a tiny little like gap. Tiny little gap. It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be. I've yet to get a hint about go to the server, like, unless having the map software is my hint. I wouldn't think to have done this if I didn't have that map software, which isn't required. Right here. Right here. There's a down arrow. So there's a like this thing must open somehow. I've tried bombs. Bombs don't work. Axe doesn't work. Whip. Maybe this weird statue. Now another thing it could be is you're supposed to do something in another section of the surface or somewhere in the ruins that opens this. I don't have any clue. I feel like I reread all of my notes and I don't think I've ever been given a clue. We could go to Inferno and reread Hintstones there, maybe. Because I'm convinced one side of this goes to the one area I can't access in Inferno, and the other side goes to. The other side goes to the top of Extinction. I'm gonna talk to everybody in the tent series. 'Cause, they're mostly stores, but I haven't talked to them for a while. Man, gate of departure. Yup. Yup. I haven't read my my saved hints in a while. A lot of these have to expand even further. Where would I get the last one? I haven't even seen a seal for that one yet. Destroyed by a rain of blood and fire. I've hidden the original La-Mulana software somewhere just for kicks. Look for this. You know what? I don't think anything will come out of this. But the one place that I haven't explored in forever is the Gate of Time, because it feels like a bonus area. Yeah, let's do it. Nice 8-bit music. Yeah, like that hint would seem to suggest there's nothing to do here. But there is a hint that I just noticed that I can get the La-Mulana software in here, which probably doesn't do anything. Very suspicious this year. Hey, Lucario. Everybody else is still playing, but it's like a puzzle game that I knew I wasn't going to finish. Not learning a bunch of mechanics, so I just kind of bailed. Can you believe this guy played La-Mulana instead of Wetrix? I know, right? I wonder what, let's see, did anybody finish? Nope. It's 30 minutes in, and everybody's having a grand old time, I guess. Because the world record is 3 minutes, or something. So if you know what you're doing, it only takes that long. So it's just learning how to do it. and the mechanics of the game didn't seem fun enough for me to be bothered doing that step. I see La-Mulana as a puzzle game, yeah. Wetrix is too. Wetrix is like, the N64 mini game is like... weird 3D Tetris. Right down to the bones. A little more color. What player-conscious developers we are. I guess that's Fudo carrying the water to the tower. There's no way, right? There's no way this is some kind of weird activation, right? On the Switch. Oh, this retro remix of Gate of Guidance is lit. IMHO. For details, ask someone who played the original. Man. Ah, it might not be so easy to figure out then if it's like, oh, well. Just have played the original game. That's suspicious looking. I'm gonna be right back. Just gonna get something to drink. Okay. And this is suspicious, that line down there. There used to be a ladder? That would be very funny. Don't tell me the original game didn't have the Holy Grail and you could warp. There's no way. There's no way they would do that, right? Yeah, I am curious about that in the original. Are you allowed to warp places in the original? There was warping. It was actually pretty neat. Was it like a more Metroidvania-like warp? Where you would have to go to certain areas and warp? Couldn't, like, pull out the grail at any time. Had to press the number corresponding to the area to warp to. Oh. Oh, cause it's I see, cause it's meant like a Master System game, so it has like keyboard, right? Press one to warp to guidance. Cool. That's pretty neat. Alright, I think this just shows dev messages, but we let's enable it. Simulating MSX, so you've got a keyboard. Achievement unlocked. La-Mulana Mania. Let's check interactions. Okay, it interacts with move. I'm playing it right now. Alright, well, let's have those both active and see if anything cool happens. Doesn't let me read that at least. Yeah, about that. I'd like to get there. Mural of Light. Maybe have the pushette key out. Side path. I wonder if this combo is the one that increases your whip strength, because I've been one-shotting everything. Feels good. Cross of light. Very odd. Kind of odd to me is there's no there's no up arrow for the entrance to Shrine of the Mother here. Lake of Life. There's no up arrow, even though you obviously go up here. Why is that? What? Faint wind blowing from somewhere. That might just be to try and clue you in, like, hey, walk a little bit farther, because that's where the hidden path is. Human skeletons with snake-like bottom halves. La-Mulana, yeah. I was PoE today, though. Finish Rextrix game actually owned once you figure it out. That's cool. Took a bit to find the cheese. Nice job. Let's see. So, are you the first to finish? Let me check the race. Everybody else know that? Was the tech shared? Who found the tech first? Who discovered the tech? Bopped you by a minute or two. Did everybody find the tech at the same time and then share it, or? In my N64 game? I know, right? All kind of figured it out around the same time. So what was the strat then? Enlighten me. You put a tiny pond in the corner so a duck spawns in it. And you make the rest a giant pond. Okay. Now there's a hidden room under here, so the question is, can I get there? This big thing here is suspicious. I think there's nothing we can do about it now. What if I fell into it? Hey, nice job, Miss Fran. Did you find the tech with you make a pond in the corner and you get a bunch of ducks? Nice. Congrats. It was weird. Oops. I did not mean to shoot there. That's fine. Pedestal-like object drawn beneath a volcano. I can't figure this one out. Pedestal beneath a volcano. Hey, Lax. Yep. I don't know. I don't know what that volcano thing is supposed to signify. Key is good. Still working on the key. How you doing tonight, Matt Man? Hey Zenzuki, how are you doing? Doing pretty good. Just finished watching a stream you really like. Nice. I have internet problems. Let me stream into a... internet problems are the worst. Get it resolved, yeah. La-Mulana's been a lot of fun. I really like this game. Oh, we've been stuck for a bit now. Yeah, wall cling ability. Where could this shield be? No, I am so lost. No, I've been here many times. How are you doing tonight, Stromlock? Most of this area is done. Most of the areas are done. It's just, yeah, I know that feeling, yeah. It's just finding the missing pieces of the puzzle. That's all that's left. Spent hours doing the cipher, read the tablets beforehand scanner. Good, and got nothing out of it. Whoa, wait, is that actually a thing? So you didn't get the hand scanner for a while, so you read the tablets and then puzzled them out like a cipher? I figured it was just gibberish on the tablets. I didn't think it actually was a code. Yeah, the ancient La-Mulana tablets. I mean, I've had the cipher from the beginning. I mean, the things. I never bothered to actually take a closer look at it. That's pretty brutal. So how long did you play the game without the hand scanner? Oh, the upgraded tablets. Ah. That's pretty cool. Cool idea. Played till very late before finding the Holy Grail. You're not the only person I've heard that's happened to, which must really suck. Cleared 4 bosses before the Holy Grail. That seems pretty rough. Well, the game isn't that punishing with its like the enemies. Like you usually don't take a lot of damage from most enemies. It's like traps and spikes you take the most damage from. So like, maybe it's not too bad to avoid game overs, but it's still really rough not being able to work places, because just, like, the effect that has on exploration. The shield has to be here, because deception is this. This is a deception. Not too bad mostly means save file time is really inaccurate. This is the deception area, but I can't find the shield. Oh, don't make me come back here. Don't make me come back here. I'm sick of this place. Like, the places where I hit, like, my major walls in this playthrough are, Tower of the Goddess. But my disdain for Tower of the Goddess is, like, kind of, like, It's been enough time. Like I've recovered. Like I've put that past me. So it's not that bad. But the second place where I feel like my progress is just hitting a major wall is this place right here. Like we did do a lot of this place, probably almost all of it, but for the longest time I was, I couldn't get past the pillar. I was just missing like the key pieces of progress. So, and it's still too soon to get over it. So whereas I've recovered mentally from the slow progress in Tower of the Goddess, and I don't mind being there nearly as much. This place I'm always sad when I walk back to. Cause it's like, oh man, I gotta go back to that place again. A dancing man hint was not fair. That's the one where, the dancing man hint one where you have to like freeze time and shoot all of the whatever it is, the like pots. You have to kill all the pots in one go. That one. The Gate of Illusion is where the game really slows down and hammers you hard with like puzzles, but they're weird puzzles. Oh, the 4 spots you check with a hand scanner to get and eaten. Ah, yeah, that one's pretty rough. I lucked into that. Well, I didn't luck into that, but it was part of the spam. It was part of the. I was just spending time in there, and it's like spam a bunch of buttons in different areas, and then I got one of the activations, and I realized because it makes like a noise when you find the first one. Yeah, like, so you have to look really close to the background, yeah. I feel like I'm missing a critical puzzle. That's the thing, you could be missing a critical puzzle in this game, and then you're just like, well, game's not gonna hold your hand. Gotta figure it out. Go everywhere, think about which places you might not have been to. The skeleton in the boneyard that glitches. Like he's dancing. Chunk of the temple is made of Neptune feet. There's plenty of places to like be misled in there, isn't there? Yeah. With that clue. Plenty of places. Find the damn shield. Fake background texture, yeah. I want to read this hint one more time for reasons. Even though I have all the hints written down, I want to read this stone one more time. Deep within the large wall Palenque sleeps, take the golden key in hand challenge. I mean, they make it sound so easy. They make it sound so easy. I know where I know where Palenque is, because it's called Palenque's Coffin. Taking the golden key in that section of Chamber of Extinction doesn't seem to do anything. Pretty sure I've been to every square inch of there and tried using it. I honestly think it's in the inaccessible area, and I've got to figure out how to get into there. The one hint in the image of the volcano underneath, or the volcano above a platform in Twin Labyrinths, it just concerns me a lot because I can't figure out. Well, the thing is, it's got a cross above it, and there's crosses everywhere. I don't know how to activate the crosses yet. And I've got a lot of stuff, so I'm not sure why I don't know how to activate the crosses yet. But when I see a cross in the same room as something suspicious, that just makes me think, okay, maybe this suspicious thing gets activated by the cross. If the cross being there kind of throws me off a bit. Do we just... Do we just go back and look at the thing and the mural and Gate of Guidance again? Is that what it's going to come to? It's going to be doing this trek over and over again until something clicks? A hunk of flying iron. A machine created by the sixth child. Well, I mean, the hunk of flying iron. I don't want to go. I don't want to go over here. I guess I have to. Then. I'm tired of seeing Shiva's thing. Shiva's room. I'm tired of this place. I mean, this is definitely a machine created by the fifth child. Surrounding walls of spikes. Oh. Oh. I understand what this means now. Yeah, this is Professor LeMais's weight in La-Mulana script. So instead of solving the puzzle with you know, trying the last piece. I had seen this before, but I didn't think much of it at the time. I mean, I've been here a couple times, but didn't quite click until I looked at it now that, yeah, it's a square. I mean, a scale. But you can solve it with just put a bunch of different pieces on and trial and error if you save scum. That's cool. That's cool. I had found this well before, but I didn't think it might be a scale. I thought it was just a hidden clue. Gave you a hint for. Oops. Churchy says, so the trapdoors never get old in this game. Like, there's something holy under here because I get bopped if try this to whack it, but it feels like maybe if I can activate this cross, then that's what I'm supposed to. I can't think of any other way to get down there and unholy the thing. Could have done something with that, but no idea. No, but I have an idea of what that's for. Given a clue, but it doesn't seem like something I'm supposed to do yet. I can't help but think that this key is a red herring because there's probably some other puzzle that I didn't do that's supposed to give me access to where this key is supposed to be. I can't help but think that this key is activated in those 4 purple rooms on top of the Chamber of Extinction. And the way to get in there is through the surface. I'm pretty sure. I can't figure out how to get in there from the surface. But maybe I should go back to the surface. I've tried everything. is the frustration. Tried everything on the surface to get there. I'll go to the pond and I'll read my short list of notes again and see if there were a couple notes that I copy pasted into a separate notepad before stream tonight because those were like the short list of notes that I really wanted to look at. Okay, short list. Wisdom is buried within the wall. Hold high the emblem of proof before the palace guarded by Hell's gatekeeper. Glowing letters will shine through the darkness. This wisdom is in fact the virtual wise man. What Hell's gatekeeper is that ox face and thing. I think I have that in here somewhere. Items that look like rocks with La-Mulana scripts. Okay, this is the symbols. Some things in very different orders based on the Elder emails, yeah. I got walled in like typical places, but I also like went on weird routes and got walled in strange places too. Also, my first I was probably like 20 hours into my first playthrough, and then I got to the place where there's a puzzle for a good item but not a required item. But if you fail the puzzle, you can't get it. And I wasn't making separate saves at the time, so I wasn't happy that I missed out on that item. So I decided to restart. So this is my playthrough after that restart. So in my restart, I kind of went at least the couple few emails at the start. I went in a weird order because I knew I got back up, like I made up those 20 hours in like 4-ish hours because I knew where everything was at that point. I had been there before. But I went in a weird order that time because the order was also motivated by try to remember where like the most important items are first or something like that. Right, I was gonna look at this. felt like a waste of time. Yeah, that sure does. We can just go there again and look at that. Hold on, because I have that image in my notes, but I mean I have the text in my notes, but it also has an image with it, so I'll go get that image. 'Cause I did remember this instance. Oh, it's not that one. I think it's the one right by this warp. I know that's got to be what's up there. Gatekeepers of Hell. So what does this one say? It says... Wisdom is buried within the wall. Hold high the emblem of proof before the palace, guarded by Hell's gatekeeper. Well, those are the gatekeepers. Emblem of proof is probably the key. I have to get up there. Then there's another hint that says the third mantra is on the path leading outside at the side of Hell's gatekeepers. That also makes me think that the surface is connected to that area. A hunk of flying iron, a machine created by this extra, begin to move and thou holds the golden key in hand. Yeah, I really feel like I'm missing something that opens this way from the surface to Inferno and Extinction. Now, what's especially concerning about that is neither of those areas, well... I was gonna say neither of those areas theoretically could be accessible pretty early in the game. But it depends on what's inside them, because there could be stuff... If you could think about at what point those areas... okay, so look at it this way. If those were alternate areas, if both of these... Looking at this map here, with the two arrows pointing down, if both of these exits led to alternate areas, then they would have to be gated by something like mid-ish game. The way you get in here would have to be like a puzzle or an item that happens in the mid-game. Because they couldn't be accessible from the start. Because then I'd feel weird, like the alternate world is supposed to be kind of like a surprise, I feel. To be able to get in there close to the start wouldn't make much sense. But these areas don't go to the alternate world. They probably go to... Okay, so it says that the mantra is behind there. And, let's go back over here. I don't have a good way to get in here. I'll have to go through this way. If only I could get up to the second floor in this puzzle area. Not this one. In Tower of Ruin. Because there's a gate up there, and that gate could connect to Inferno. And then from Inferno we get to the surface. And then from there we get into, the other place. But this puzzle is not solvable until I have the mantras. Because I'm pretty sure I know there's software that lets you chant the mantras. I've got the mantras to solve this puzzle, but I don't have the mantra software. And my notes say that the keeper, what is it here? The Hell's Gatekeepers, so the ones in the rooms up at the top there, they hold the secret. They hold the secret. Yeah, I want to get up here. I want to get where that gate is, directly above me. Like, you know what? That switch there for the weight probably just puts a ladder down to make getting here easier. I think I need the... I feel like I have so much of this figured out except what actually gives me progress. Like, if I could get a breakthrough here... Like, I was looking at the game... when you download the game in Steam, it comes with a manual. And the manual is, like... It's kind of funny because the game obviously was translated by professional, translators and native speakers of English. But the manual was probably written by the Japanese devs. So it's got some... It's got some humorous, like, Japanese written English in it. But it does tell you in there, gives you a list of items that you'll acquire as usable items, and one of those is a vessel. Pretty sure I go there because I got clues about the elixir of life. Pretty sure I go there with the vessel and I fill it up with the elixir, and then I take the elixir to the gate. I'm pretty sure about that. That's going to open things through. I know how to solve this puzzle because I have the mantras. Like, this one's an impure spirit. This one's an impure spirit. There's probably an impure spirit above because they're mentioned too. And then this is the pure spirit. So we chant birth here. Playing for so long very gradually. Finding new things. But every new thing was just some quality of life upgrade. Yeah, like you find like a sacred orb. To me, the worst feeling is you find a secret area and it's just a money chest. That's the worst feeling. So I chant birth over at the one with all the small spirits, and then I chant death here. I chant death here, and given a clue, there's probably one more of these weird enemies up at the top where that gate is, and I chant death to them too. And then that solves that puzzle. If I could defeat Palank... Let me control F Palank in my notes. If I could defeat Palank, it would open up that gate. I'm pretty sure it would open up that gate in Chamber of Birth, which might be the gate to here. That doesn't really do anything for me, though, does it? Doesn't really do anything for me. I don't know where that gate takes me. Alright, well, so... This game might go to... Okay. One of those exits from the surface, one has to go to Inferno, and the other one has to go to Chamber of Extinction. There's a gate... I think there's a gate up at the top there of Chamber of Extinction. So, that gate might be the gate? Oh, I don't know. I'm just confusing the hell out of myself. I wrote down that you can control F. Yeah, it's been quite helpful for me. I would recommend. What do you actually use then? Do you like screenshot or something? Do you write on paper since you did a lot of it in ciphers? Because I can't imagine doing this game without writing down the stones. Okay, Palank. Large crucifix lies beneath the land, beyond the guard of the god destruction. This large crucifix. Yeah, I know. That's tells me where to find Palank. but I don't know how to actually spawn the Ankh there. No, don't. Oh wait, I'm control Fing the wrong document. I was in the short list of notes. We need the long list of notes. I had a piece of paper with some notes, mostly just for backtracking. Farther than me though. Got the twin statue. Nice. This twin statue was. Remember, it was just in a chest somewhere. Large crucifix summons Palenque. Okay. Wisdom is buried within the wall. Hold high the emblem of proof before the palace. What could the emblem of proof be? The white opal represents joy. No, not that. I just did PAL, because I sometimes misspell stuff in my notes. I'm use up my control F. Deep within the large wall, Palenque sleeps. Take the golden key in hand. Challenge Palenque. Ah! If there was only just the tiniest bit more of description. I've had this Ankh for I mean, the Ankh's been around for forever, because the Ankh is kind of tricky. They make the Ankh accessible for you for a while. Palenque slumbers inside the mural within. Where could I have found this? This must have been Tower of Ruin from Tower of Goddess side. Statue of Life. Palenque slumbers inside the shining pillars of a child's feeling. Glowing village, dancing child. Okay. What mural? Recite the mantra, yeah. That's it. Those are all the things that reference Palenque. If I could, I would really like to spawn in Palenque. I would really like that. But what's concerning about that is there could just be one puzzle in Chamber of Birth that I just missed. That summons Palenque. It says take the golden key in hand. Challenge Palenque. So I don't know, like these hints, like trying to like build up in my mind a series of progression, because you kind of have to think about like what areas you still don't have access to, what places you still don't know where to, like you don't, like you've been to but you know there's puzzles unsolved, like the chest behind the laser thing. I read some hints. I'm gonna need the angel shield. The angel shield might be accessible, but I can't find it, and I don't like the odds that much that's going to give me immediate progression. Because I think what progression is going to be is either get to those secret rooms on top of Extinction, or challenge Palenque. But what's weird is I have a suspicion that the thing that you use the key in is up there, but maybe it's not. Because the fact that one hint says take the golden key in hand, challenge Palenque, means that maybe I've just gone to so many places. All right, well, let's read that hint again. The one about a hunk of flying iron, a machine created by this. It will begin to move when thou holds the golden key in hand. It can't be the one that's moving. So many areas any kid could reference. Yeah. Seen like 1/3 of the lore you have, and I think I'm even thinking of stuff these things could reference. Yeah, like they put hints all over the place. You could get a hint that's like, it's kind of cool reviewing my notes, since I've been in big note reviewal periods as of late. Reviewal, not renewal, reviewal. I said that right. And there's a lot of hints that I got in the early game, and I'll be like, oh, I'll be rereading it, and I'll be like, oh, okay, so that was the hint that was supposed to help me with that puzzle that I solved in the past. A lot of those puzzles were puzzles I didn't see for many hours after, so it really does, like, you get these wealth of hints at the beginning, and it's kind of like a really cool feeling, because it's like so many answers. And then when not a lot of the game is left, Well, it's not a lot to do. The progression in the late game is just really is pretty brutal because when there's a lot of like at the start of the game, you have a lot of options as far as where to go, what you want to do. But if any, like there's many puzzles that you could solve at any point close to the start of the game or become accessible pretty early on. So if you like can't figure out like what a puzzle wants you to do in a particular moment, you may go to another room and you'll see a puzzle that you can figure out. And then that puzzle gives you some progression. But once you get close to the end of the game, there's a finite number of puzzles. And most of them, except the ones that give you optional stuff, have to be solved. So if you find yourself like not having solved a puzzle somewhere in the past that happens to have the one piece of progression that you're missing, you're just wrong. So that is the punishment that this game deals out as you get closer to the end. The point of this game to be really difficult, yes, it is certainly a tough game, but it's really rewarding when you can finally figure out some of the solutions. There's one puzzle that I spent so long on to progress in this area, in fact, and it's one of those puzzles you might chuck the controller once you finally figure out the solution. It's pretty brutal. But I've never had the sense of satisfaction of solving that puzzle playing any video game before. Just like when I finally did a thing that I realized, okay, this is what I've been trying to do for forever. It was just like, just felt amazing. The Chimera thing felt like from the start was more fun for that reason. But I feel like instead of having 30 notes for 20 puzzles, 10 of which could solve had like 30 notes, only one of which you could solve, yeah. The game definitely does bait you like that. Because I'd say the first half of La-Mulana is extremely approachable. Again, I'd recommend this game to anybody. It goes on sale on Steam for $5. I have... I think, let me check Steam. I think I hit that 100 hour mark. They're at 98.4 hours. I don't know if that's updated in real time, so maybe that doesn't include this current PlayStation, or PlayStation. Current session, and we've actually surpassed that. But we'll say I've completed 100 hours this game, and I've paid $5 for it. Pretty good value for your money. You go to see a movie, it's like anywhere between 3 and 4 times as expensive and lasts for 1% as much of entertainment. So I would definitely, like, even if, I don't know, if you get, like, the first half of this game is a lot of fun. You're not a puzzle expert. You have to have some enjoyment for solving puzzles. I wouldn't recommend it if you're completely anti-puzzle. But if you like a decent puzzle game, I'd recommend picking up this game for $5, definitely. And you'll be able to play it blind and have a lot of fun for like the first half of the game. And maybe the second half of the game you might get frustrated. If you get frustrated, just use a guide. I don't think it's worth hating the game for the sake of like refusing to use a guide. Because there are several puzzles that I've spent. Like, put this one. Like, this is a 10-hour plus puzzle we're probably on right now. Like, searching for this current piece of progression has probably been 10 hours at least. So that's going to turn people off. But you don't run into those issues until halfway through the game at least. When you feel like you're getting at that point and you don't want to sign up for that, then just use a guide and enjoy the game. But for the people who love the brutalness of puzzles, well, then this game has you 100% through the way. Because you've got the nice warm up at the beginning, and then you've got to spend 10 hours with no progress puzzles and past the halfway point. Prefer games to test skill, not problem solving. Dropped 45 hours so far. Even if I dropped it now, I have a good time. So far, it was an awesome deal. Yeah, absolutely. It's got me to buy their other game too. So successful marketing. Putting La-Mulana 1 on sale for $5, so I spend $15 on the sequel, which still seems like an amazing deal. I bought games for $60 that have been less fun and lasted had much less entertainment value than this game. So I feel like I got my money's worth. Get stuck asking someone for help might be nice too. Yeah, like if you have a friend who play this game, probably. Well, someone's told me that there's like a Reddit for La-Mulana that's meant to. It's meant to be a resource that gives you hints for specific parts you might get stuck on without spoiling other stuff. Like, you probably don't want to Google anything for this game. It probably might spoil more than you want. So look for resources, like if you have a friend who's played it, they can give you a hint that doesn't spoil beyond what you want. And I don't know, maybe that Reddit resource is good too. Best experience is blind co-op. You know, somebody said that to me. It was JDP, said that he and Dusty Griff played this game together blind. But you like talk it out, and you meet in a call, and you just confer hints. Holy Grail puzzle was so frustrating when I finally looked up a hint that said read the manual, just totally spoiled the puzzle. Yeah, find the Holy Grail. Most games nowadays are not worth the money. Should have solved the puzzle from the in-game hint. Yeah, there is the in-game hint, but it's like they put it in Gate of Guidance, and at that point you don't really know to what length this game is gonna... what length this game goes to obscure some solutions to, because the Grail puzzle is you've got to go through like a wall, and in the tutorial area you're probably not expecting to do that. You're probably hoping for things to be pretty straightforward. And there's not much reason to go back to Gate of Guidance for a while after that. So I can totally understand about missing the Grail for so long. First time I read the hint about finding a secret passage, mysterious connection, and then found a different new passage the same way. The number of guides with spoiler-free hints, and to be fair, some puzzles just won't click because that's how puzzles are. There's a good hint guide on Steam. Oh, maybe it was Steam. I think it was Steam and not Reddit. I forget. Yeah, I think that sounds right. Is that real gradual, no spoiler hints? For puzzles, more like old Zelda games. Thing was, I was totally trying to go through walls. Never thought to try that wall yet. Rule number one of La-Mulana, always be whipping. And jumping everywhere. Do we go on round 5 of use the Pushin key everywhere? Has it come to that again? Has it come to that again? Where would the six children be and build this thing? This hunk of iron. Let me think. Where is like an iron aesthetic? Like maybe the Dead Giants? I've been in all these places though. Temple of Moonlight. I guess I haven't been here in a while, so whatever. Like Oracle of Seasons. I don't know where any children would hang out. Things we know about the children. The 5th children were obsessed with the knowledge of life and death. They coveted the powers of the mother. So they researched that and they created the 6 children. But the chaos that their abilities and the new race of children that they created caused a great war that erupted to the surface. The 6 children are made of clay from the earth. And apparently they made something of iron that's stuck somewhere. I've got to find that thing, that hunk of flying iron. There's some puzzles that feel unfair too because they break conventions the game sets up for itself. Putting weights on things that aren't little weight switches, yeah, it's good for that. Puzzle to Enter Eden where you have to use the hand scanner on things you can't read, yeah. Can be quite brutal. And there's moments like this where I have like limited options for progression and Like, I've gone between multiple lines of thought where it's like, do I need to find the place where this item gets an activation? Do I need to find how to access a new area where maybe the thing that gets activated would be located? Do I need to somehow solve whatever puzzle is missing in Birth? Like, maybe we should... I just hate Birth. I hate Chamber of Birth. But if we were able to activate the Ankh in Chamber of Birth, we were able to summon Palanque, that would definitely be some progress. And, you know, it's an open question of... There seems at this point to only be one path of progress. Maybe there's two. Like, maybe there's more stuff I could do in... Like, maybe there is a way to figure out where the hidden thing is in the dimensionless corridor. But... I don't know. It seems like at best there's two ways to progress that are currently. Two ways to progress the ruins. It might be max that are currently available to me. Given that I have an Ankh, and most, if not all, of Birth seems completed. There's that one room in Birth that's just like Shiva's room with the thing, but everything is holy there. I guess we're going there anyway. I've somehow, whether I like it or not, here I am yet again at the entrance to Chamber of Birth. So let's go. The giants are the second children there. So Graveyard of Giants, I don't think anything but the 6 children would be there. But at the same time, like, why is the mural with the guy riding the vehicle that runs with the key? What is that doing there in Gate of Guidance when that's not where the 6 children would be? That was the area of the first children. So many questions, no solutions. You know, I mean, I don't know. Like now I think now I'm starting to think that I'm just missing one puzzle in here. But why would it say that's... There's too many contradictory hints. Why would it say take the golden key in hand, and golden key being like the last thing that you get here, and take the golden key in hand, challenge Palanque. Unless after you beat Palanque, you get access. Also, what is up here? Shiva's room. Imagine if there was a way to get up here. Why is this one area just... I can't hit the other thing. Unless take the golden key in hand, challenge Palanque means challenge Palanque. You won't use the golden key to do it. But you'll need the golden key for what Palenka unlocks. I can't. Had to hit it. Had to hit the elephant. It's very suspicious. And like, this room is very weird. Why is... There's a very faint, like... Starting to note... Well, I've seen this before, but I didn't think much of it. There's a... It's gotta be this room. I just can't figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do. There's a very faint... Like, where's Trident? I don't know if it shows up on stream. Probably does. There's a very faint, like, smoke. Also one up here. It's probably just some graphic thing. Palenka slumbers inside the mural within. You don't say. It's just very suspicious, this area, because I have not done anything in it. But all of this is holy, so I can't strike it and investigate. Imagine if... No, there's no way that just like one random section isn't holy. But you smash it and hope to find the one section. Imagine if that's this. Divine Retribution eyes are so frustrating. It's really satisfying to get hit by some random weak enemy and then whipping out holy objects. While your iframes justify them. Yeah, like the damage boosting strats in this game are really good. I've done that before. There's like some section of this game where it wants you to do like some platforming. There's one particular area. It's like, okay, it's time to do the platform. But I just like... The platform traps do a lot of damage to you. I didn't really hit that. Platform traps do a lot of damage to you. But if you deboost through some of the enemies that are on the way, then you can just like go through the traps and not take any damage. Leaving this area immediately does that. Man. This, another version of this is in... Alright, let's look at it this way. There's an elephant here. I'm making a mental image of this room. Making a mental image of this room. So we have the elephant, and we have the, I don't know, the square next to the elephant, and then we have this thing. And then we have Shiva in the center. We have platforms on both sides. And then over on that thing, we have the thing that spits out of it. All right, let's go to the other version of this and, I don't know, try to spot the differences. I need to fill up my health first. Alright, well, the elephant's not here anymore. Both of the platforms are still here. And now the tiny, like, smoke is over there. What if I just want to hit it? Send a message. I don't think it would. Why is this here? Okay. Why is this here? A lot of tiny, like... like, what is that? Like a skeleton or something. Let's use all the stuff. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it's like, what if it's buried underground? What if we go back to the other side of Chamber of Extinction and just look at all? Because there's a lot of little things like this where you just whip and you get like we could time stop in Shiva's room. One thing I haven't tried, doesn't seem to make much sense. Do that. See if anything appears. Something has to happen in that Shiva room. I don't see any reason why I should time stop there. Well, let's try time stop. But it's possible. It's possible the hunk of flying iron is buried. And that's part of the reason why I never saw it. Reminds me of old adventure games where you're trying every item on every puzzle. Like one of those, a tin bucket to get past the tube of lava by jamming the bucket into a hole lava was pouring from. That's a good solution. I remember playing quite a bit of those games as a kid. Just like, why give me so many of these like destructible things? I'm not supposed to like do something. A big forget solve the puzzle hint from red herring. In fact, yes, I've been in places where I know a switch was not there before, but I just on a whim went back there and would say to myself, "Wait, where did that switch come from?" And you don't know. You did a puzzle somewhere in the ruins, and now a switch appeared. It was also kind of scary because imagine missing whatever puzzle that was supposed to activate. Switch thing changes some things to accidentally make it harder to solve. Harder to accidentally solve puzzles. Oh, that's brutal. Nero, our good friend Nero, was suggesting, he was watching me sometime and he saw this strategy of just spam everywhere. And he said, you know, the game should like, you know, do the thing where it hits you with a lightning bolt if you just keep doing that SG. They should add that to the game. If you just try the same item too many times wrong, it'll just strike you with one of the like divine eyes of retribution out of nowhere. So you read some spoilers. There's some stuff I still am not 100% sure how I solved, but eventually it was solved. Once I finally beat the game, I'm gonna look up all the stuff. I don't want to spoil it yet. I'm pretty sure there were at least a couple puzzles where I just lucked into a solution. It didn't make much sense. Finally worked. Best part of beating this game is that you could just sit back and watch other people try and figure it out. Yeah, people have told me that. I look forward to doing it as well. This looks like a... I can't read this. Looks kind of like an infinity symbol. I don't know. Like, I probably am supposed to mantra here. I want to play the rando when I finish. I'm looking forward to that. Probably start with just item rando and then do... Because people tell me the way to go is item plus entrance. And probably is, but I think to just get started, you just do item. Almost destroyed your spirits. Oof. I've already pushette keyed everywhere here, though. The concern. I've already pushette-ed. Just gonna blitz through the rest of the game with spoilers, but seeing that you've gotten this far, that's first makes you want to give it a try, go the hard way. On the other hand, something I'm sure. On the other hand, I saw a thing I'm sure you missed even after all this time that I got. Makes you feel kind of hopeless. Ruh-roh. That's not good. Like that could also be a thing. Like the progression that I'm looking for could just be something that I didn't solve early. So it's a question of, hey, you don't actually have access to where the pushette key is supposed to be. Go solve that complete unrelated puzzle. Okay, yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, no spoils. I want to get where those purple rooms are. I generally do, yeah. Every other Friday. Although we're on a break for December, but we do, me and a few friends stream blind RPG races. Just like, single sitting, like 20-hour streams to beat the games. Now for that, we do, one of us ahead of time prepares a basic outline of progression. Because we play a lot of older games for the blind RPG races, and some of them, like, you look at a game like, I guess, like Final Fantasy 1. Like Final Fantasy 1, I think it has somewhere where you just like go in, you have to like go in an area twice, you go in and go out. Well, the point I'm getting at is, some of the older like RPGs, you could just like not understand something you're supposed to do, or since you're trying to go fast, you miss a text box that says something very important about where progression is. So for that, we do use a basic outline that's like, okay, here's more or less like the order you're trying to, like maybe like a list of cities, go from here to here to here. But we do try and also preserve, like, we almost always leave out stuff like mechanics. Like we still want to like figure out the game. And it's just meant to be like a way to avoid getting just frustratingly walled somewhere because of some silly story trigger, which older RPGs are notorious for. Most of the time, I do like to play the games without no spoilers. It was funny because when I was a kid, I'd always own the player's guides, and I would like read through the whole player's guide before playing the game. Like that was what was fun with me as a kid. It's like going into a game like knowing all the information and just trying to execute. When I got older, I actually, like, things flipped. I liked the experience of exploration in games. A lot of those NES-era RPGs, they literally expect you to talk to every NPC in the game. How unrelated, go to some town. It was like 2 hours ago, some person gave you a hint, right? Older RPGs in particular, like RPGs as a genre, we're not afraid of, like, letting you go somewhere that you couldn't actually complete. And just wasting all of your time. You know what I mean? Like you could go to like maybe like a dungeon was accessible and you go there and right before the final boss not the final boss, but the boss of that dungeon, there's like a door and the way to open the door is a key you don't have. So you've taken a bunch of random encounters because it's how older RPGs work, when they have random encounters. Now you've got to go all the way backtrack out. And then later on, you have to go in there again and do it again from scratch. Yeah, stuff like that is unfun. So we try to avoid that with the basic outline of the guide. I don't know, I'm probably going to put maybe like 10 more minutes and then... I was going to stream later tonight, but being walled for progression for so long and just trying a bunch of different things really like drained you. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess it's like just read through the notes yet again and try and come up with something new, like sleep on it. Like the ruins of La-Mulana are ingrained in my mind at this point. I could run through these ruins in my sleep. I can close my eyes like right now and I can envision like, okay, the left is the room where that mural is, and you go down, and that's where like the trap is. But it's one more over and down, and that's where the trap is. So I can see the ruins when I close my eyes. So sometimes you'll just be like thinking about it, like, oh wait, what about that one area? What about that one area? Maybe it has a hint. I can't get there. Well, there's two extinction places from above. There's one I can't get to, and there's one I can. And the one I can get to, I've been to numerous times. And do not seem to have any kind of like anything to do there. The other one I really want to get to, and I have theories on how I get to it. Those current theories have not panned out. Shining in the Darkness was my first RPG. Would be interesting to see someone play it. Shining in the Darkness. I'll have to look that one up. Let me see. I know I haven't played it. We are looking for. We're gonna resume. Well, we're gonna do a big marathon at the close to Christmas, the weekend before Christmas. We're gonna play through 3 games we did for blind races this year, back to back in a single sitting. It's probably gonna be like a 30-hour plus stream at least. And then next year we're going to go back to new games line. Shining in the Dark. Oh man, this one looks old. For the Genesis. Is this related to the Shining Force series? It is. Is this part of the series? Like a side game? Or is it part of the main series? It's vaguely, okay, so it's a side game. Is it like tactics based, or is it like more JRPG turn based? JRPG exploration is like a dungeon crawler. Okay. But you gotta be kidding me. SG4E does it again, discovers a thing that's not progression. Took you long enough, yep. How have neither? I don't know. Always see it was because I wasn't paying attention to my number one rule. Always be whipping. And then rule 1.1, if you see an eye, whip a little bit less. 2 minutes into the game. Congrats. Oh, man. It could have been worse. It could have been money. And because, like, the money chests are just, like, so deflating. Like, okay, great, money. Like, at least this, if for whatever reason we're not warping out of the ruins at some point. At least this... We're going to go in directly. We have that. Hooray. It's here. I know it's here. I know it's here. Let me in. The weird, like, I've got to go down those two arrows. I'm convinced. I am absolutely convinced one goes to Inferno and the other one goes to Extinction, and the one that goes to Extinction goes to that area that I want to get to. But, you know, like, this could be activated on the surface. This could be some kind of really weird puzzle on the inside that causes the surface to change. All right, let's do this. Let's Control F surface in the notes. Because we do know, I know I have one. I do have one note, one hint that talks about the war between the 5th and 6th children reach the surface, which is also a reason why I think those two exits are to those areas. Open until you find the Grail. Imagine if that's the secret somewhere. Only opens after you whip it 500 times. And then it gives you money, of course. Surface. Good surf. I misspell so often in my notes because I just typo. I know, oh, this is the wrong notes. Wait, no, this is the right notes. No, this is the wrong notes. Whoops. I've got two notes. I've got one notepad that's the notes I want to be extra, check, double, and triple, and then I've got one that's just all the notes. Mother failed time and time again. First children could not see Mother 1. Third children were interested in power. Fourth children, race of men and fists. Fifth children sought secret of life and death. Sixth children were dolls of clay made by the fifth children. Alas, too many were made in igniting a war that extended all the way to the surface. See? The fifth and sixth children's war extended to the surface. After some time, we the seventh children were born of the earth. It also makes sense because the 7th children are the ones on the surface. Everybody was deep down there in the ruins. And then the 5th and 6th children had a big war that went all the way up to the surface. And then the offspring of the 6th children, which were the 7th children, now live on the surface. Alright, now that's all cute, but that doesn't tell me how to get in. No. Forget that. No, there's more. Don't tell me. There's gotta be more than just... No. That's the only time surface appears in my notes. Well... That's the only time. Now we know this is the, not the scroll as the entrance, not the E, this is the dimensionless corridor or whatever, the eternal one. Turn left, swing your weapon, turn right, swing your weapon. The souls of children long departed shall be awakened. You know, that one I don't think I've done yet. What if the children long departed were the 5th and 6th children? Because I conflated that one after a while with the Dance of Life. I thought that was a hint about the Dance of Life. I don't think it is. So what if we just go everywhere and just go boop boop like that? Actually, I'll go back there and read that in. Because that's in Inferno. You know what? This isn't a bad idea. What if we go to Inferno and just read all the hints again? Because if my theory is correct, that those are linked to the surface, then then maybe these hints tell us more. Statue of a goddess with a snake's body. And I also used to think that hint was referring to... That one has bothered me since I saw it. I also used to think that hint was, refers to Twin Labyrinths. But I've done everything in Twin Labyrinths, and it has been a while. It has been a while. We gotta go the other way. This is the bad way to go. None of the way I activated the twin statues and that was not swinging the weapon stuff. What in the souls of children long departed? This is the Eden hint. Yep. Nothing seemed to work with the Snake Lady statue. Who would the children long departed be? Actually, let's read that one too. I used to not be as good at reading the notes in the early game. Writing the notes, I mean. Rode it long as it had those who proceed prepared to face death. Okay. There is a chance that there's a hint here that I missed. Well, that maybe I didn't miss. This guy hiding? Movie reference? She's pointing up, which still bothers me. It still bothers me that she points up. I don't know what that means, but it must mean something. It makes so much, like, it. The hint makes sense for the like the Twin Labyrinth children. But I don't remember ever doing anything in Twin Labyrinth that was swing your left and left and right. Some real long shots. It's not. Wait, hold on. One more time. Yeah, the souls of children, not twins. The souls of children long departed shall be awakened. The souls of children long departed. Points up. Where would there be dead children? Which I mean, extinction is the place that's themed on death. Children. The souls of children long departed. I mean, Graveyard of Giants, but like, there's not like a body in there that I thought, this looks like something I need to do for a puzzle. Some dead things in every other scene in this game. Yeah, it sure seems like it. Now, children is a key word in this game because it always refers, like, the children are like the lore pieces. Oh, think. Tower of the Goddess. Alright, I'm doing it. I'm actually going to control F child in my notes. And there's going to be a lot of stuff. There'll be a lot of stuff, but we're going to go over all of it. We're gonna come up with the significance of the word child. Yep, there it is right there. He, the eighth child, shall be destroyed. Disappear, destroyed by rain of blood and fire. What if that's all meaningful, like their deaths? Age of the sun will be destroyed by flood. Destroyed by the god of wind. See, the twins were Zebu's children, but... Place the spirit of the ninth into the body of child 0. The name of the child who... of gold. This is the giant sky referred to, yeah. Name of the child of gold who doth defy Tiamat. Name of the root of all suffering. One that has brought 11 demons. Oh. 3 shall be lit. The light is dependent upon the lives of the 11 children of Tiamat. The 8th children, humanity of present day. Wait. Key items appear in green. Key item of text appears in green. Golden key was blue. Golden key in that one hint was blue. No. What is blue text? Race who sees the departing off. Blue text is just special text, but race who sees the departing off. Philosopher is blue. I thought it was blue. Mantra is blue. Oh no. Wedges is blue. Shrine of the Mother. Break the wedge. Hold on, let me double check that, because that's big. That's big if true. I'm already in the place I need to get to, but we need to get to this closer reward. Items. If it tells you something to do with an item, the text is green. Blue is something else. So if it says golden key in blue, that is not the key I have. Letters don't have any colors. Damn. Well, let's hope the localization team didn't screw this one up then. Because if I work off of this, I could be going backwards. If this is in fact blue text, then please, localization team, don't bait me. Yep, see that? See that? Look at this crap. A mystery lies hidden within 2 murals. The small one will call it forth, the large one holds the mystery within. Face this challenge with the golden key in hand. Everywhere else that a key item is referred to, text is green. Yeah, let's follow up on the notes. Hand scanner knows all the lore. The green text. Eye of Truth. That's an item I have. That's green. Magatama Jewel is an item I will acquire. Secret Treasure of Life is going to be an item. Twin Statue is an item. Angel Shield is an item. Holy Grail is an item. Dimensional Key is an item. Secret Treasure of Life will be an item. La-Mulana Talisman is an item. Diary was an item. Hey, Yimo, thanks for the raid. How was the early morning PoE today? Jed Pillar is also green. Before John green text means it's fake. All green words are fake ins. Nova build is for Delve, it's not for Mayhem. Cog of the Soul is green. I have truth. We started, yeah. All right, now let's look at blue text. Enchanted Mantra, Reboot. Blue text is just, hey, that special thing. You know, you'll figure it out. With the golden key... I think we're about to get... Hey, Skoogie. Anunnaki was the thing. Balance the spirit. God who sustains the world. Strike the wedge. Shrine of the Mother. Drive 8 wedges. Mantra. Philosopher. Grace who sees 4 philosophers. Nebra Sky Disc. Chamber of Birth. Wedge. Elixir of Life. Elixir of Life is... The Elixir of Life being green is concerning. Because maybe green, blue text means it's not the exact term. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, this lead might be dried up. Because Elixir of Life will be an item. Because we have another hint where it's the sacred Elixir of Life, and that's green. But maybe since here it's just referred to as, where was it? Since here it's just referred to as Elixir of Life, not sacred Elixir of Life. That's not the official name. Mantra Blue, God of Creation, God of Destruction. Another thing I noticed is I don't think there's any fairy spawns I don't think there's any fairy spawns in Chamber of Birth. Oh, I feel so backwards. I'm gonna go. I've got no better lead. I'm gonna go fairy. It's time to equip the software to fairy. What if, while we're at it, what if we? I don't know if I've ever had a key fairy on the surface. The things I've noticed so far with the key fairy is most of them, like I think everything the key fairy is unlocked is optional. I kind of got the impression that key fairy isn't required. Is it random? If you check the La-Mulana manual that comes with Steam, the Steam version, it'll tell you how to change how to manip the randomness of the fairies. Would recommend. So I used to farm them with them being random, and key fairy seems quite rare. But getting a guaranteed key fairy is nice. And this guy gives the software. Gives the key fairy. What if... Oh man, if there's a key fairy activation here, I might scream. I guess that's for the better. I think we're gonna need a fresh key fairy. Let's just take this one around. Let's just take her some places we haven't had a key fairy in for a while. See if anything happens. I kind of want to take her to that one thing. Hold on. Back to the surface. There's that suspicious thing down here. Vicious. She doesn't care about this. Don't care about this either, okay. The red ruby means passion. The blank sapphire means effect. The message is infused into the gemstones. At least now I know the key fairies are a separate thing. Till now I hadn't seen one. Wondering if... Yeah, it's just rare, I think. If I go to Zelpud with a key fairy, he does not care. I'm pretty sure I've had a key fairy. I wonder if this... I might have got... Maybe I got the software. No, I think that increases fairies' recovery. It doesn't increase their duration. Alright, plan B. Try a different... Like, let's go to the mural. I had a phase where I took a key fairy everywhere. So I can be pretty... I feel pretty safely about a couple of places that are going through my mind right now is having taken a key fairy there. I don't think this is going to do anything, but sure. I've yet to see the key fairy gate progression, but I suppose I can't rule it out. This stone is weird. And remember when hints were like that straightforward? Remember the days? Okay, where else do I want to go? I kind of want to go to that suspicious area with the key fairy. Mausoleum. Hopefully my key fairy has enough time. Nope. Worst hint is the one in the room with the Holy Grail. So straightforward but useless at the same time. Move block on a white patch. In room, you can't do that. I'm positive I took the key fairy to where Palenque is, but I'm gonna take it anyway. I'll take her there anyway again. Like usually the fairies are close to like the fairy spawns are close to places where you would use one. But where is the fairy activation here? Actually, I'm gonna take a detour. So going off of that, I've noticed where I've gotten key fairy activations. Have been places that have a fairy spawn somewhere nearby. So what if take a fairy here, because there is a fairy spawn in the bottom left. Imagine if this is that. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's just like, oh, let's try something new. Do I think this is going to lead to anything? No. I don't think bringing a key fairy here is going to lead to any progress for the present moment. If anything, it'll find like a money chest. But it's better doing that than whatever we have been doing. I just need some variety. Alright, key fairy, do your magic. Hope she's not doing anything. Yep, still no progress. I want to believe. Nah, the shortcut to the ruins interest does not count, unfortunately. I will very gladly update that command once we actually get progress. Trust me. I mean, there was a weird fish thing up here that says something. There's a fish shop? It's just a shop. Alright, Key Fairy, do your magic. Not doing anything. This is so, like the fact something must happen here. Something must happen here. Because the graphics are so weird with the, those toon things. The graphics are so weird. Alright, the last one I'm going to check is, I'm going to wait for the key fairy to expire. The last one I have to check is the version of that tomb in Chamber of Birth. Well, I'm pretty sure I've done this before, but there's also like no fairy spawn anywhere close to here, if I recall correctly. The one in Chamber of Birth. So there is a fairy spawn in Endless Corridor. I don't think there's any activation. That might just be to give you health, because you take a lot of damage in there. We go this way. Bum ba da dum bum bum. Any activation. This room is just very odd to me. I don't have any hints. It's like, oh, well, Shiva XYZ other than Shiva is the god of destruction. We could control F Shiva. That's it. That's the only two places. It's from Dialogue from Mulbrook. Okay. Inside the mural within. What does it mean? Well, can't say much happened today, unfortunately. Ooh, 40-40, should I do it again? Do we just wait here for 48 seconds so that we go from 47, 47, 47 to 50, 50, 50? Whipping everything using every item in the Shiva room. Well, you can't whip. That's issue number one. Is the Shiva... Everything in the Shiva room is sacred, so you can't whip it. And I have used every item in there. I've taken the key and I've also gone on like every pixel too. I've taken the Pouchette key and I've like walked like take a step, use it, take a step, use it, take a step, use it. Done that. But the Pouchette key has to go into some like hunk of iron thing. I don't know. I've got to think more of what that symbol in. That is just. I don't know. I got to come up with some ideas. 6 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. There we go. From 47, 47 to 47 to 50, 50, 50. And here are the items collected. Every single item has been collected except 3 usable items. There might be some puzzle somewhere that I haven't solved. I'll before next playthrough, I'll go through the notes with that mindset. Because the previous note revisions session that I had was on the mindset of like how to get, like where to use the Pouchette key, where Palenque might be. But I think next time I'm going to look at the notes with a different mindset of the mindset of what's a puzzle that I might have missed. I think that's what I'll do. So I think the next stream will probably be Sunday, or like 2 days from now. Not tomorrow, the next day. I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow. But Sunday I should be able to, and we'll try and do a longer session and hopefully find progress that day. So thank you all for watching. I'm going to host Tager. If you like brutal games, I encourage you to watch Tager. He's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories in a race against JP Bros, the Japanese speedrunner. I think Wins is playing as well, so be sure to check him out too. Thanks for watching, guys. Probably see you guys on Sunday. Take care.